What's happening, guys? Back at you with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing another Funko Pop challenge. So let's get to it. Funko, collectibles, movies, trailer reactions. Long ago, there was a guy who was just a guy, but all that changed when he got his first collectible. From that moment, he became a collector. Some say he was a myth, but most say a legend. So this challenge was started by Noel on Instagram. Some of y'all might be familiar with Noel. He's used to be on YouTube, and he hangs out around people's live streams and stuff like that. So y'all might be familiar with him. But he started this new challenge on Instagram, and he wanted to tag some people, YouTubers, so they could do a video on the challenge. So I was one of the people he tagged, and he asked me if I want to do it, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. So I'm going to do his challenge. So it's a list of your favorite pops, like different categories. So basically you go off the list that he said. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is you pick your favorite flocked pop. Alright, so for my favorite flocked pop, I have the Entertainment Earth exclusive Rafiki holding Simba. So y'all can see right there, Rafiki holding Simba. And I just like this flocked pop because it's awesome. It represents a cool moments in the Lion King movie, with Lion King being one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just cool flocked pop that I like. So this is what I chose as my favorite flocked pop. Next up on the list is your favorite diamond pop. So I don't have any diamond pops, so he said to go ahead and choose any of your other favorite pops. So I decided to go with my favorite chase pop that I have in my collection. So I don't collect too many chases. I have a little bit of a few chases, a couple chases here and there, but I don't collect too many chases that much. But I went ahead and decided to go with my favorite chase, and that is the Chase Riddler from Batman. What I like about this chase is that he's wearing his question mark hat. He has his question mark suit on, where he has like a bunch of question marks on there too. And also it's pretty cool, it's pretty cool. I like this chase, and y'all can see right there on the side, that's the original pop that is from the Riddler from the Batman classic TV series. But this is the chase version of that, which I definitely like a little bit better than the actual version. So we got the Chase Riddler as my favorite chase. Next up on the list, you gotta choose your favorite movie moment. So I don't collect too many movie moments. I do got a couple, but I decided to go with one that I definitely do like. So the one I decided to go with is the Hulk versus Hulkbuster movie moment from Avengers Age of Ultron. Now this was a New York Comic Con exclusive from last year, I believe. Yeah, last year, 2018 New York Comic Con exclusive. So I chose this Hulk versus Hulkbuster. I definitely like it, and I like how it's from the Age of Ultron one. Y'all know the scene, y'all seen the movie, y'all know what it is. So this is what I chose as my favorite movie moment. Alright, next up, you choose your favorite animal sidekick. Now this one was a little bit hard to do. I have some animals, but it's like as far as like finding the ones that are like actual sidekicks to people. But there was one that I actually did find that I do like. So the one I decided to go with is Pikachu. So Pikachu is the one I choose for favorite animal sidekick. I like Pokemon. I'm more of a Generation 1 kind of person. Not really into the new stuff they have now. I'm more into the earlier years of Pokemon, so this is why I chose Pikachu. Pikachu was an awesome Pokemon when he was teaming up with Ash and going on adventures and all that. So that's why I decided to go ahead and go with Pikachu as my favorite animal sidekick. Alright, next up on the list, you choose your favorite anime pop. So as y'all know me, I am an anime fan. I love different anime shows, so I definitely have some anime pops. But the one I decided to go with is one of my favorites, and it's from one of the shows I watched recently that honestly is going to be one of my favorite animes. So the one I decided to go with is a recent one I got from Glamour Funko. So the one I chose is Todoroki from My Hero Academia. I just like the design of this pop, the way it is. There is a glow in the dark version. I definitely would like to get that someday. But this one is very, very awesome. I like to thank Glemma Funko for sending this my way. She found out I like My Hero Academia, and she sent me a couple My Hero Academia pops. But this one is my favorite out of the ones she sent. So thank you, Glemma, for this. So we got the character Todoroki, and I just like the use of design on this pop. You can see he has like the fire on one side, the ice on the other side. So, you know, it represents his quirk pretty cool, the way this pop is. So I like this pop. This is what I chose as my favorite anime pop. One of my favorite anime pops. Alright, next up, you choose your favorite superhero pop. So I went with my #1 favorite superhero that I love, that I like. My #1 favorite superhero. So the pop that I chose is the Wolverine pop, where he has his motorcycle. So this is Wolverine from X-Men. Is my #1 favorite hero. It's like Wolverine. I like Batman too, but Wolverine #1, got to be #1. Wolverine. I like X-Men. X-Men was one of the first comics I read. Is what got me into reading comics a little bit more, and also too what got me into liking Marvel, got me into liking superheroes. So I gotta give it up to Wolverine as the #1, as my #1 favorite superhero. So this is the pop I chose as favorite superhero. Alright, so next up is favorite villain, and that was a no-brainer for me. My favorite villain, the pop I decided to go with is this Joker right here. I believe it's from 2016 New York Comic Con exclusive. So we got the Joker from The Killing Joke, which is a Batman arc in the comics, Batman storyline. So I like this Joker, and Joker is one of my favorite villains. It's probably like my top favorite villain. I like, there's other villains I do like, but Joker has to be like at the very top as far as favorite villains. So as far as the favorite villains pop, I decided to go with the Joker. Alright, so next up is a favorite couple pop. So you choose 2 pops that are like in a couple, like a couple, you know. So the ones I decided to go with from Dragon Ball Z, we got Vegeta and Bulma. So we got, this ain't like the actual current Bulma, but this is the only Bulma I have for right now. So we're gonna go with it. And then we got right here on the other side, it's probably some people's grails out there, we got the Majin Vegeta, signed by the man himself, Christopher Sabat. So definitely cool. I like the characters in the show Dragon Ball Z, Bulma and Vegeta. The way they're like just together, the banter between them and all that stuff is like, it's just everyday couple kind of stuff. It's like, it really is, it shows the way they love each other and all that. So this, I went with these Bulma and Majin Vegeta as my favorite couple. Our next up is Halloween pop, favorite Halloween pop. So this one was a little bit more difficult. It took some thinking to you know, come up with the favorite pop, but I decided finally found one that sort of represents Halloween. Is sort of a Halloween pop. So the one I decided to go with is Leonard Hofstadter dressed up as Green Lantern from The Big Bang Theory. So like I said, this took some thinking, and then I was looking around my pop collection. I realized, you know what, this is actually from a Halloween episode. They dressed up in costumes for this Halloween episode, so it's sort of like a Halloween pop. You know, they're dressing up in costumes. So I went with Leonard Hofstadter dressed up as Green Lantern. This is probably one of my favorites out of like the 5 that were released for the Halloween episode during San Diego Comic Con. This one's probably my favorite out of all of them. I just like the use of the design. Has his glasses on over his mask, and he has the actual Green Lantern. If you have to see inside, he has the actual Green Lantern he's holding. So I decided to go with this one as favorite Halloween pop. So next up is your favorite Grail or Grails. So I decided to go ahead and pick 2 of them. So the first one that I picked is part of a line that I've been trying to collect for a while now. Like I haven't got through it yet. I got a couple from the line, but I definitely want to collect this whole line, and hopefully one day I can get all of them in the line. But the one I decided to go with is Mumra from Thundercats. Now, as far as pops go, I do not spend a lot of money on pops. This one is actually the most I ever spent on a pop. I had literally spent only $50 on this pop. That's literally the most I ever spent on a pop. I take that back. I spent $60 on the Majin Vegeta, but that's because I got it at a con whenever I did meet Voice of Vegeta. So that's what that. But this has to be like the second most expensive I spent on a pop. $50 on this pop. Definitely one of my favorite grails as far as like ones you spend money on, and it's a grail status piece. So first one I chose is Mumra Mumra from Thundercats. Now the next one I chose is definitely a grail for most people out there. I did not pay grail price for this. I got it like at the retail exclusive price it was originally at. So the one I have to show y'all is Tony the Tiger. Now this was released in 2017. This was released in 2017 during the summer or something. I don't know. I don't remember the exact time, but it was released sometime during 2017, like the summertime I think it was. But a lot of people actually passed on this. It was surprising. A lot of people passed on this. I remember it was actually kind of easy to get this. And it wasn't too hard to get this. But then, you know, as time goes on, ad icons usually go up in price. So this one definitely shot up in price. And I know it's some people's grails out there. This one's actually one of my favorites I have in the collection. So I went ahead and chose this one as the second grail, Tony the Tiger. So next part is that we tag a couple of people. So I already got in contact with a few people and asked them if they wanted to do it. So I got 4 people that I'm going to tag. First person I'm going to tag is Brant, the legendary Punisher. If y'all know him, I'm sure y'all know him. I talk about him a lot on here, so I'm sure y'all know of him already. Make sure y'all check him out. Check out his channel. Link to his channel in the description below. Link to all the people's channels I'm about to tag are in the description below, so make sure you check all of them out. Next up, who I'm going to tag is Lindsay B. Lindsay B is an awesome channel, one of my favorite channels to watch, so make sure y'all check her out also. Next person I'm going to tag is Capital City Pop. Chris and Elisa over at Capital City Pop. They're great friends of mine also. I love watching their videos, so check out their channel. Next person I'm going to tag is Completely Corey. Completely Corey, one of the funniest guys I see on YouTube. I like his videos. Make sure y'all go check them out. Like I said before, links to their channels in the description below. But honestly, if you want to do the challenge yourself, go ahead and do the challenge yourself. It's actually pretty fun to actually go through your collection, pick out some of your favorite pops out of your collection. So if you want to do the challenge, go ahead and do the challenge yourself. But you know, that's actually going to do it for this video. Hope y'all all enjoyed it. Remember, if you want to be a part of Team Legendary, all you gotta do is subscribe and turn notifications on so you know when I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day, and remember, be legendary.